My name is Wim Hof, but most people know me as the Iceman. I earned that name not through some comic book legend, but by doing what many thought was impossible, thriving in conditions that would paralyze or kill most people. Yet for me, the cold has always been a teacher, a friend, and a mirror showing the true potential of the human body and mind. I was born in 1959 in Sittard, the Netherlands, into a simple family. My twin brother and I entered this world prematurely, and from the start I felt drawn to extremes. As a young boy, I was fascinated by nature and the limits of endurance. While others sought comfort, I sought confrontation with the elements, with pain, and with fear itself. One winter morning when I was 17, I saw a frozen canal shimmering under the Dutch sky. Without thinking, I stripped down and dove in. The shock was electric. It wasn't pain, but clarity. The cold burned away all thought and noise. In that moment, I felt alive in a way I never had before. That plunge changed my life. It became the foundation of what would later be called the Wim Hof method, a blend of cold exposure, breathing, and mindset that can unlock hidden powers within us all. Over the years, I pushed myself further into the ice. I ran a half marathon above the Arctic Circle barefoot, swam under ice for over 66 meters, and climbed Mount Everest wearing only shorts. I even stood in a container of ice for nearly 2 hours while maintaining my core body temperature. Each record wasn't about glory. It was about showing that the human body is capable of far more than we believe. But my path wasn't only shaped by triumph. I suffered deep pain, too. The greatest of all was losing my wife, Ulaya, to depression. Her death tore my heart apart. I was left with 4 children and an ocean of grief. I turned to the cold not to escape, but to survive, to breathe again when everything inside me was broken. The ice became my healer, and my method was born from that pain. Scientists began to take notice. They wanted to know how I could do what I did. They studied me in laboratories, placing me in freezing environments and monitoring my blood, my heart, my brain. To their surprise, I could voluntarily influence my autonomic nervous system, something previously thought impossible. Through my breathing techniques, I could raise my adrenaline levels, regulate my body temperature, and control inflammation. In one experiment, I was injected with endotoxins, bacteria that cause fever and sickness. Yet I remained perfectly healthy, fighting off the infection through breathing and mental focus. Later, other volunteers trained in my method did the same, proving that it wasn't just me, but something that could be learned and replicated. Genetic studies found that my body might be wired differently. Some researchers believe my brown fat activation, immune response, and stress hormones work in unusual harmony, allowing me to endure extreme cold and stress. My brain scans also revealed unique neural activity in regions linked to pain suppression and emotional control. But I never saw this as a mutation or miracle. It was a message that evolution has given us far more potential than we use. Today, my mission is simple: to show that everyone has the power to connect deeply with their own physiology. The Wim Hof method, cold exposure, breathing, and mindset has spread worldwide, helping people overcome anxiety, depression, chronic illness, and weakness. I've seen men and women awaken strength they never knew they had. When I stand barefoot on the snow, feeling the wind tear at my skin, I don't feel like a superhero. I feel human, connected to the earth, the air, and the pulse of life itself. The cold has taught me that comfort is the enemy of growth. When you breathe deeply and face your fears, you awaken something ancient inside, a power that belongs to all of us. I often say The cold is merciless, but righteous. It brings you back to what you are. And that's the truth of my life. I'm not special because I can withstand ice. I'm special because I discovered that everyone can. We all hold the key to our own strength, hidden beneath layers of doubt and fear. If there's one message I'd like to leave behind, it's this. You are stronger than you think. You can do more than you believe. Just breathe, focus, and step into the cold.